Welcome to another Mamemeister 10-minute mashup. And no, it's not a game of it's not a game in the Spectrum. What I want to do here is I'm going to play a Jaguar, Atari Jaguar game, and because I've never seen a Jaguar before, not the furry type obviously. I've never seen or played an Atari Jaguar before. It's quite interesting just to see the wee startup sequence. So I thought I would actually just start this video from switching the machine on. So here we go. Let's blast away. See the little Jaguar cube. I love the dee 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 dee. Now, for any old fart, you may recall that was the Atari logo. It was something like, "Have you played Atari today?" So yeah, that's a little wink to Atari of old. This game is a Tempest 2000. The Tempest 2000 was it was by Jeff Minter, Lamasoft Software, although I think it's under the Atari label obviously. Now, anybody that had a Commodore 64 will be aware of Jeff Minter. In fact, if you don't have a Commodore 64, I'm sure you're aware of Jeff Minter. Jeff is one of the original bedroom coders. He's been making games since the early 80s. I mean, he started on the Commodore PET, and he moved up to the VIC-20. He's made games. He's most prolific on the Commodore 64. He's most prolific on the Commodore 64. He's made games for Atari, Spectrum, you name it. Jeff has always been one of the pioneers of hardware. I mean, he was one of the few guys that wrote on the Konix system, which anybody may remember was one of these. It was an all-in-one system. It featured a hydraulic chair, a screen. It came with multiple kind of controllers. Now, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but there's some people say that every time Jeff writes a game for a new machine, it fails. Now that is a completely unfounded and unfair comment to make, because it's pretty accepted that the games that Jeff wrote, the systems may have failed, but Jeff's games were genuinely the best systems, the best games that were actually released. And this game I'm playing here, Jaguar 2000, is one of them. The Jaguar unfortunately fell on its arse. I'm not quite sure what happened. Was it lackey money? Don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of games to the Jaguar, and some of them are pretty woeful, it has to be said. But yeah, the Jaguar didn't do well at all. But this game here is obviously a take on Tempest, and it's widely regarded as one of the best, especially for the music as well. You see there, you've got a little kind of bot. That cube thing is a bot that's basically helping out to kind of wipe out things. Yeah, the Jaguar's an interesting machine. I mean, I did a sort of an unboxing thing of it, a little overview. It's a lovely little slinky machine. It really is nice. I love it. I love the look of it. It's quite futuristic. I'm going to turn the music up a wee bit because you would rather hear that than me prattle on pish. Oh no, I'm going to die. Shite. Serves me right for trying to try to adjust the volume when you're in the middle of playing a bloody Tempest. But yeah, this is the one game I wanted the Jaguar for. I mean, I've got multiple emulators and things on my PC, but the Jaguar, although there is an emulator out for it, I can't recall what the name of the emulator is. It's no, I wouldn't say it's not the greatest, but the actual emulation isn't particularly good. There's a lot of incompatibility. Although saying that, this particular game plays fairly well in it, but I just wanted to, when I had the chance of picking up this, I thought, yeah, I'll go for it. Now anybody that's got a sort of iOS device, an iPad, iPhone, whatever, are probably aware that Jeff released TXK it's called, sorry, TXK, which is basically, again, it's his sort of take on Tempest for iOS devices, and I did a review of it a while back, and it's a bloody awesome game. I do know it's currently getting ported for the PlayStation 3, maybe the Xbox One, not too sure to be honest with you. Bastard. And it's basically, it's a sort of revamp of this. I mean, this plays very similar to it. Obviously the visuals look a bit nicer now. Well, the visuals in this, you know, for its time are really nice. But it's the playability with Jeff's games, that's where it's at. If you like Twitch kind of shooters, zonal games, you know, imagine playing this game with either a pair of headphones on or the sound turned up really, really loud. Putting the lights off, shutting the curtains. Yeah. And you just get into the zone with them. But this is really nice. I'm really happy about getting the Jaguar. Bugger. One of Jeff's games that he brought out, it was the first game he released on the Xbox 360, was Space Giraffe, and it's very sort of similar, well, I might be shot down for saying that, I personally found it quite similar to Tempest. I mean, the graphics are just mind-blowing, really, really trancy and hippie and awesome. I personally found Space Giraffe just too tough. I'm not what I would class as a hardcore gamer, and a lot of the criticism that was levied towards Space Giraffe was there was just too much going on, far too much going on, and you couldn't really see when you're going to die. But apparently there's a lot of audible alarms that tell you when things are approaching. But you know what? I might actually do a mashup of it. It's a unique game and a game worth checking out. Arse. Now I've heard a lot of people criticise the controller for the Jaguar. So I'm sitting using the controller at the moment, and I have to say it's not too bad. I mean, it's got these ridiculous number of buttons. It's got like a bloody keypad. Well, is it 9? I don't know how many. 3 times 4, 12 buttons. Plus you've got your gamepad and all your you can piss off. As you can see, I'm pretty shite. But yeah, this game's going to get a lot of play. But anyway, I was talking about the gamepad. So yeah, it's got a ludicrous number of buttons. And when you bought the game came with a little kind of overlay type thing that you could, you know, put over the sort of the 12 keypad button type things, and it would tell you what each button did, which is great for multiple kind of button type games. But for stuff like this, you know, all you need is a left and right and fire. Little droid thing again. But yeah, I hope you like the intro to this video. This is the first one that I've put it on. What the fuck is this? What on earth? Oh, have I got to try and fly through them? That was a bit freaky. Well, I may as well finish my game. I've only got 1 life left, so I don't see it running much over 10 minutes. previous gaming skills or anything to go by. But this is rather nice. I know you could say it's more of the same Tempest wise, but if you like this kind of game, you know exactly where you sit with it. One thing I'm delighted about the screen, the actual quality of the picture on the Jaguar. As I mentioned, the UK release of the Jaguar, I believe, only had RF, which on modern TVs is a bit of a poly. I think it's a matter of time before TVs don't support RF, you know, so yeah, but this is the French version apparently, which was the only one to come with a SCART connector. So the picture in this, I mean, I don't know how it's looking on the camera, but the picture in this is fantastic. Really crisp, and it looks really nice. I mean, some systems, some of these more kind of older systems, like your N64 especially, look absolutely pants on the how do I get past this bastard? Right, okay, so I can just wait for him to jump. Go. I must admit, I'm not, I mean, as much as I love TXK, I'm not a big lover of the smaller screens. These games I really think are just awesome. Avoid the spikes, okay, when you play in the bigger screen, so I can't wait to see TXK when it comes out on the PS4. I did have a little play of it when I was down at playing Blackpool, although Jeff did say to me that the final version, it was basically the support of the Vita version I was playing, but the final version is going to have some nice window dressing and special effects. So I'm really looking forward to that. Ah, bugger. I thought I'd finished that level there. Take that. Yeah, this is sweet. Really like this. Like this a lot. Now listen guys, I'm going to call it a day because I see I've picked up an extra couple of lives and it's now running over almost 14 minutes, so I'm going to end this video now, but I really enjoy this as a cracking game. I'm really going to enjoy playing this. Well, there you go, I've just instantly lost a life. Maybe by the time I finish talking it'll be game over. But yeah, this is a cracking game. This is Tempest 2000. Is it called Tempest 2000? Or is it just Tempest? I'm not too sure actually. But it's there you go, that's game over I think. Is it? Well, this is my last life. But this is Tempest on the Jaguar. Atari Jaguar. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I said if you do enjoy my videos, please consider liking and possibly even subscribing, and you can see more of the tat that I put together. And as usual guys, thanks for watching.